Folks, welcome back. Thanks to everyone for all the comments in the last video. Feeling a little bit more positive about the pond, and things are looking good, to be honest with you. I'm still on the edge with the nitrites, but the fish seem happy and they're feeding well. I've got a bit of salt in the pond just to sort of get rid of the effects of the nitrite, just until I can get control of them. But yeah, I really appreciate everyone's comments in the last video. And what we got today? Today we have, there we go, 50 litres of ceramic media from Quenny Koi. 2 boxes of that in total, came to about 124 quid with delivery, so not too bad. I'm just praying that it does the job. What I'm going to do now, let's take the shower apart, and I'm going to take out some of the alfagrog and top it up with the ceramic media. I'm not going to take it all out. I'm going to try and do it a little bit at a time if I can, because I don't want, if there is any sort of good bacteria in the alfagrog, I don't want to get rid of it completely before the ceramic media has had a chance to colonise. So I'm going to give the fish some food quickly, and then we'll crack on with the job. Just got in from work, so what is it, 3 o'clock in the afternoon now? There we have it, folks. It's a mix of the Kasuri Premium and the Saki Hikari Balance. I am going to go over to the Saki Hikari completely eventually, but I'm going to use up this Kasuri Premium as well. It's not a bad bait, it's not a bad food, but I like the Saki Hikari better, even though it's expensive. So see how they are with this. Pond water is looking crystal clear. The only thing I've changed in the last couple of days is I added one of those beer sieves. I bought it a while ago, but I couldn't get it to sit in the pipe without it falling through. But I've managed to adapt it a little bit, and it's getting rid of all the algae and the algae that's sort of been floating around in the pond. The beer siev's cleaning it up. There's the Sankey, you can see the red mark on its side. The scales have gone down now, they're not raised anymore, but just slight pink to it. But other than that, all the other fish seem to be doing well. So I say, just get these nitrites under control, and I'll be happy. Not happy if I'd spend another 124 quid, but if it does the job, then I will be happy. Hungry fish. Right, let's get the shower done. There we go, folks. That's the bottom tier done. As I said, there's a bit of alfagrog in the bottom of that. I don't want to get rid of everything completely. And I've just thrown them in any old way. Still a little bit left in there. We'll go and get the other one done, switch it back on. There we have it, folks. Second tier filled up, and that's 2 boxes exactly. And I've taken the alfagrog out of this one. I've got a feed and it'll mess with the parameters for a while, but I'll just keep an eye on the feed until this sort of matures or starts maturing. And hopefully it does it quickly, but yeah, a lot of alfagrog. So we'll get it all switched back on and pray that this sorts itself out pretty quick. There we have it, folks, all back up and running. For some reason it's actually quieter than the alfagrog. When that was running, it was making a right splash, but with the ceramic media there's no sound from it. And also the other bonus is that it's much lighter. It was killing me to lift this off to make sure it was all clean and everything, but this is much lighter than top tier. Just going to go around and make sure the flow is okay still, make sure that's not changed in any way. I can't see this overflowing, I can't see it being worse than the alfagrog. I can see it allowing the water to pass through a lot quicker, so we shouldn't have any problems with the flow, but we're going to have a look anyway. There we have it. That's the blade running fine, and it's also running the inlet there, so it's split between the two. I'm happy with that flow. I mean, it could be a little bit quicker, I can adjust that if I want to, but I'm happy that's running fine now. So, am I going to see an ammonia spike or a nitrite spike now I've removed the alfagrog? I'll keep an eye on it. I fed the fish just, obviously, but I'm not going to feed them again until I'm happy that everything's working. So we're going to have to come off the feed for a little while, I think. Obviously I'll test it every other day. If I start seeing good signs, and I start trickling the feed back in. And hopefully the nitrites is a thing of the past. There we have it. Like I said, the fish are all healthy. The ray scales that were on the Sankey have gone down now. That was the second time I treated. I've looked at what other people do when they're treating ray scales, and they use a paintbrush to get under, which is what I did the first time. I don't think it was the right thing to do. It's probably too harsh, the bristles were. So now I've just got a much finer brush with the medication kit that I've got, and just gently go under the scales, a little bit of tamidine after, and it seems to have done the trick. Although it's still pink, it's the scales have gone down, it looks like it's on the mend. No issues with any of the other fish, no signs of flashing, which is good. Tell a lie, the Hinmatsuba Tango, he did flash yesterday, but it was just the one. I've kept an eye on it since, and I've not seen anything. So I'm guessing that was just a one-off. Yeah, all's looking good. Don't think we're knocking the pond down just yet. What a stressful time that was. I've had a lot of comments off people saying do this, do that, and the nitrites are only just tipping over. It's not like I've got a problem with nitrites, it's going to kill the fish. I'm talking about literally just turning over. The reason I put the post up is because I want to be able to feed the fish more. Hence why I need to get these nitrites down to zero. Not because I'm concerned it's causing any problems with the fish, because I don't believe it is. Especially with the salt in there. Got salt in there to 0.3, which will counteract any issues with slight nitrite reading. Obviously we want to get a zero, and that's why we've spent the money on the ceramic media. So yeah folks, just a little update. I'm expecting to see a lot of dust and stuff off the media. Obviously it's new, I didn't share it off before putting it in there. Maybe I should have, who knows. But I've dumped it all in. I'm expecting to see a little bit of a little bit of dust and fines off it, so that'll soon clear up. And as I said, the water's looking clear. There's definitely a nice green covering on the pond now, which is the first time ever. There's like a little carpet of green algae and along the pipework as well. So the fish are happy eating that. So yeah, I think the pond's starting to catch up very slowly. What I don't want is to have to put in any more medication, because I think that's what's been the problem since winter really. Constantly medicating the pond, constantly knocking the filters back, and it's not been able to have a chance to establish. But touch wood, we won't have any more parasites, and I won't have to treat the pond again and give this filter a chance to mature. So yeah folks, just a little update. Again, thanks for everybody for your comments and your help, I really appreciate it. Still need to find something for the quarantine room. One person, I can't remember his name, I'm afraid, kindly offered me an IBC, but it's too big. It needs to be able to fit in that doorway basically, so I'm not after anything massive. I think the doorway's about 70 centimetres wide, something like that. So the smallest part, it needs to be able to get through that door. So if anybody has any suggestions, knows where I can get a cheap sort of quarantine holding tank, which is no deeper than 70 centimetres, then put it in the comment section. And hopefully I can get that sorted soon. Hopefully I won't need it because I won't have any sick fish, but it's good to have there as a backup. So yeah folks, just a quick video just to update you with that. Again, thanks to everybody for your comments and all your help. If you haven't already, click on subscribe and smash that like button, and yeah, I'll update you if I have any progress. I'll update you if the water parameters turn out to be crap after this. I'll let you know. If they get good, I'll let you know. We'll just keep updating you as we go, but thankfully we're not smashing the pond down, not just yet. Take care folks, and I'll see you in the next one.